Stained glass windows can be seen in churches, public buildings, stately homes, and in many humbler locations. But how are the images portrayed in the glass created? Petri Andersen is a stained glass artist and the chief designer of Mongoose Stained Glass near Watford in England. Once the design for the window has been agreed with the client, a full-size version is drawn on a large piece of tracing paper, and the outline of each separate piece of glass is marked with a thick black line. This is known as the cut line. The glass is then cut to shape, following the cut line pattern. A carborundum stone is used to take away any sharp edges left by the cutting process. Another technique used by the stained glass artist involves dissolving a layer of the glass with acid to create a different shade of colour within the same piece of glass. First, a Fablon mask is stuck to the surface to protect it. And then parts are cut away from the sections to be exposed to the acid. The acid itself gives off unpleasant fumes. When finished, the glass is rinsed with water before the mask is removed. The effect of the acid can be clearly seen, especially when compared with the original appearance of the glass. Once the glass has been cut, it then has to be painted. Broadly, this falls into 3 steps. The first of which is painting the lines, or tracing. The second step in the painting process is adding shading and texture in a process called modelling. First, a thin layer of paint mixed with gum arabic is applied to the surface of the glass. Then, any small areas where the shading is not required are first scraped away. In the next part of the process, the paint is carefully brushed away to give shape and texture to the otherwise flat images. Once completed, the glass is placed in the kiln for the paint to be hardened off. The majority of colour in a stained glass window is in the glass itself. The exception to this is certain types of yellow, which is produced by the application of silver nitrate. After drying and a spell in the kiln, the surface residue is washed away, and a dull beige smudge becomes a golden yellow halo. painting complete, the window can finally be assembled. The final stage of the process is to make sure the rain doesn't get in. And so a waterproofing substance is spread over the window and worked into the space between the lead and the glass. Finally, the glass and leads are scrubbed to remove any remnants of the sealant from the surface. And then the window is ready for installation.